Fans of the reality show know what to expect from the Bachelor franchise, which has been airing in Australia for the past 12 years. In most episodes, there is one date, one group date, a cocktail party, and a rose ceremony. If one person does not receive a rose, they are sent home. The Golden Bachelor, a Channel 9 spin-off, shocked audiences on Sunday night with a surprising plot twist and cliffhanger ending. As the rose ceremony got underway, host Samantha Armitage announced that there were only 6 roses left to be distributed by Barry "Bear" Mearden, leading to the mass elimination of 5 competitors. Before Terry's name was announced, Bear distributed roses to Jeanette, a Pilates studio owner, and twice widowed Dr. Kim. Jeanette was the first to earn a single date. After going on a one-night stand with Bear in Luna Park last week, the real estate investor startled her co-stars by turning him down. "This is something I've given a lot of attention to. Your rose is not going to be accepted," she declared. "To be continued" flashed on screen before the episode concluded, and we never saw Bear's reaction. Although Meghan Markle and Brooke Blurton were notable for quitting their seasons of The Bachelor, this is the first occasion that an episode has ended midway through a rose ceremony, therefore it's not the first time a contender has turned down the lead. This suggests that a rose ceremony will most likely be featured at the opening and end of Monday night's broadcast. Terry has gotten a lot of support online for standing up for herself by turning down Bear's rose, regardless of how it affects the plot of the show. "I am incredibly empowered by this." Someone wrote, "You are an inspiration to women," referring to Terry. "Well done. She made the call. Terrific job," another person chimed in. "It was so strong and empowering to witness Terry select herself," according to Shauna, her co-star. "I pray she discovers love apart from the competition," another person commented, while yet another user responded, "Brava Terry. Fight for what you believe in, not a man." Rumor has it that Bear will mimic Nick the Honey Badger Cummins' contentious conclusion and not make a final choice in the next episode, leading to this crazy scene. In the world of reality television, surprises and dramatic twists are always around the corner, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. However, nothing could have prepared fans of The Golden Bachelor for the shocking moment that took place in the latest episode, when one of the contestants brutally rejected the show's surprise star, a bear, creating a ripple of reactions across the entire series. What began as a standard romantic journey for the senior bachelor looking for love quickly spiraled into a moment of intense emotion, controversy, and unexpected twists that forever altered the course of the show, setting the stage for a dreamy romance. For those who may be unfamiliar, The Golden Bachelor is a unique twist on the traditional Bachelor franchise. The show features a more mature, 60-something bachelor who is seeking a genuine connection with women of similar age. The idea was designed to spotlight older individuals finding love later in life, breaking stereotypes and offering an inspiring narrative of second chances. The Bachelor, Gary Turner, a retired schoolteacher, had already captured the hearts of viewers with his endearing personality, wisdom, and charm. Each week, women competed for his affections, navigating the usual romantic drama, heartfelt conversations, and emotional roller coasters that the Bachelor franchise is known for. But then came the twist. In an unexpected turn of events, producers announced a major format change that added an unconventional new challenge for the contestants, one that would take the show to new, wild, and bizarre heights. The show's producers brought in a surprise contestant, one that was neither human nor romantic, a bear. Yes, you read that right, a bear was introduced as a contestant on The Golden Bachelor, marking an absurd yet memorable shift in the show's format. The idea was to test the contestants' adaptability and the Bachelor's decision-making in a situation that was anything but traditional. The bear's dramatic entrance. The moment the bear made its debut on screen, viewers and contestants alike were stunned. The bear, affectionately named Brutus by the crew, was introduced with little fanfare, yet its presence loomed large. It was clear the producers were looking for something extraordinary, and the contestants would have to rise to the occasion. Brutus the bear had been raised in a sanctuary and was said to be gentle with humans. However, it was impossible to ignore the tension that came with having such an animal in a romantic competition. The contestants were understandably uneasy, unsure of how they should react to the presence of a wild creature in such a delicate setting. For Gary, it was a strange and confusing moment. As the women attempted to make small talk with the bear, offering it treats and attempting to coax it into interacting with them, Gary found himself caught between his affection for the contestants and the unnerving presence of Brutus. The absurdity of the situation was not lost on him, but he tried his best to handle it with grace, knowing that this bizarre twist was all part of the game. But one contestant, in particular, was not having any of it. The rejection. A brutal moment unfolds. Enter Lisa, a contestant who had already shown herself to be bold and outspoken. Lisa had been progressing well in the competition, capturing Gary's attention with her quick wit and adventurous spirit. However, when it came to the bear, Lisa had a different approach. While the other women gingerly interacted with Brutus, offering it food or trying to win its affection, Lisa was visibly agitated. She refused to acknowledge the bear's presence altogether. When the producers encouraged her to engage with Brutus, she flatly rejected the idea. "I didn't come here for this. I came here for Gary, not a bear," she declared firmly, shaking her head. The tension was palpable as the other contestants watched. It was a moment that no one had expected. In a show that had been all about romantic chemistry and heart-to-heart connections, the rejection of the bear felt like an outright dismissal of the entire twist itself. Lisa's blunt refusal to play along had a jarring effect on both the producers and Gary. Her actions shocked everyone involved, and Gary was left speechless. "I didn't think I'd be in this situation," he muttered under his breath, "but I have to respect her decision." The aftermath. A shift in the show's dynamics. Lisa's rejection of Brutus wasn't just an isolated event, it signaled a deeper issue with the format change that had been introduced. The producers had hoped that the bear would add a sense of fun and unpredictability to the show, but instead it created divisions among the contestants. Some found it humorous, others were uncomfortable, and Lisa's outright rejection of the bear revealed a certain level of resistance to this forced entertainment. In the days following the incident, tension within the house rose. Some contestants sided with Lisa, agreeing that the bear's inclusion was a bizarre and unnecessary stunt, while others attempted to connect with the animal in an effort to stay in Gary's favor. Ultimately, the bear's presence had done what it was intended to do. It shook things up. The following rose dramatically, and people began talking about it. News outlets picked up on the shocking moment, and social media exploded with reactions. Fans were torn. Some supported Lisa for staying true to herself, while others saw her rejection as a missed opportunity to embrace the chaos of the show. It became clear that The Golden Bachelor was no longer the show it once was. It had evolved into a spectacle, a circus of sorts, where the lines between reality and absurdity were increasingly blurred. The final twist, a new format for love? In the aftermath of the bear debacle, the producers were faced with an interesting decision. What direction should the show go in next? The audience was divided, with some expressing their desire for a return to the show's romantic roots, while others were eager for more absurdities and twists. Ultimately, it was decided that The Golden Bachelor would undergo another major format change, a new kind of reality dating show where animals, nature, and unexpected events would become integral to the competition. It wasn't just about love anymore. It was about how people would navigate the wild unpredictabilities of life, whether they involved bears, bungee jumping, or more unconventional challenges. The producers teased that future seasons would feature other bizarre animal encounters, nature survival scenarios, and even wilderness challenges that would push the contestants to the brink. The shock and us surrounding the bear incident had opened the door for a completely new take on dating shows, blending romance with the unpredictable chaos of the natural world.